What if the answers to life's greatest questions were hidden in a book we first read as children? What if that same book could teach us how to love better, live more deeply, and even find joy in the little things, like watching clouds shaped like ducks? Today, we're diving into The Little Prince. This isn't just a children's book, it's a wake-up call for anyone who's ever felt lost in the chaos of life. So, grab your imagination and maybe a rose, and let's explore 7 lessons from The Little Prince that could change the way you see the world, and possibly your calendar app too. Lesson 1. The Invisible Essentials. It is only with the heart that one can see rightly. What is essential is invisible to the eye. Let's face it, we spend a lot of time chasing visible things, a bigger paycheck, a shinier car, more Instagram likes. And yet, when was the last time any of that really filled you with joy? This lesson is a not-so-gentle reminder that life's true treasures, love, friendship, that first sip of coffee in the morning, aren't things you can hang on your wall or post on social media. They're invisible, quiet, and stubbornly resistant to being turned into hashtags. So maybe it's time to stop worrying about the things you can see and start appreciating the magic that happens in the spaces between. Your heart's better at this stuff than your eyes, trust me. But what about the way we see the world itself? Somewhere along the way, it seems we've traded wonder for Wi-Fi. Let's talk about getting that wonder back. Lesson 2. Rediscover wonder. All grown-ups were once children, but only few of them remember it. Remember when the world felt magical, when a cardboard box could become a spaceship, and a star wasn't just a ball of gas, but a gateway to a wish. And then, bam, you grew up. Now it's deadlines, taxes, and figuring out how to unsubscribe from newsletters. This lesson is your permission slip to pause, to let yourself be amazed by a sunset or a flower, or even the fact that avocados exist. Seriously, what a weird but perfect fruit. Wonder isn't something you lose, it's something you stop looking for. So go ahead, stare at the stars tonight. I promise, your emails can wait. Now that you're reconnecting with wonder, let's tackle something even more complicated. People. Yes, those unpredictable, messy, beautiful beings who make life both harder and infinitely better. Lesson 3. The art of connection. You become responsible forever for what you have tamed. Relationships. They can feel like running a marathon, except no one tells you where the finish line is, or if there even is one. But the fox teaches us that true connection takes time, patience, and maybe a few awkward silences. When you invest in someone, truly invest, you create something irreplaceable. It's not about the perfect Instagram couple selfie or the number of heart emojis in a text. It's about showing up over and over for the people who matter. And yes, this goes both ways. You're also responsible for yourself. So tame your own heart while you're at it. It's high maintenance, but trust me, it's worth it. Now let's simplify things a little, because life doesn't have to be complicated, though we often make it that way. Lesson 4. Simplicity is the ultimate luxury. What makes the desert beautiful is that somewhere it hides a well. We live in a world of too much, too many notifications, too many streaming options. Seriously, how many platforms do we need? And too many opinions about everything. But the Little Prince reminds us that beauty isn't about abundance. It's about meaning. A desert, vast and empty, is beautiful because it holds the promise of water. Likewise, life's most precious moments are often the simplest. A quiet walk, a shared laugh, a deep breath before the chaos begins again. Simplify, strip away the noise. Life isn't about having more, it's about finding the well. But what about when life takes something away? How do we find beauty in goodbyes? Let's move to Lesson 5. Lesson 5. Embrace goodbyes. What makes the stars beautiful is that they are invisible, and one star will be mine. Goodbyes are hard. They make us cry, eat too much chocolate, and write overly dramatic captions on social media. But The Little Prince teaches us that loss isn't just an ending, it's also a beginning. When the little prince leaves, his star becomes a symbol, a way to remember him. In the same way, every goodbye we endure leaves us with something, a memory, a lesson, or even just the strength to keep going. So, the next time life feels like it's taking something away, remember, the stars are still there, even if you can't always see them. Speaking of stars, let's talk about another thing we're always searching for, meaning. And no, it's not hiding in your inbox. Lesson 6, life is what you make of it. People where you live grow 5,000 roses in one garden, yet they don't find what they're looking for. Modern life is a paradox. We have more choices, more gadgets, more everything, and yet we feel more lost. Why? Because meaning isn't something you find in abundance, it's something you create. The little prince's single rose, loved deeply, was worth more to him than all the other roses in the world. That's the secret. It's not about having more, it's about cherishing what you already have. So take a moment, look around. That rose you've been ignoring, it might be everything you've been looking for. And finally, we arrive at the most powerful lesson of all, the courage to see differently. Lesson 7, the courage to see differently. Grown-ups never understand anything by themselves, and it is tiresome for children to be always and forever explaining things to them. Adulthood has a way of sucking the magic out of things. Suddenly, you're supposed to focus on practical things like grocery lists and retirement plans, and stop asking questions like, what if the clouds are actually dragons? But the Little Prince challenges us to keep seeing the world with curiosity, imagination, and maybe a little stubbornness. Dare to see things differently. Dare to ask, why not? Because that's where life happens, in the questions no one else is asking. The Little Prince isn't just a story, it's a roadmap, a guide to rediscovering wonder, love, and meaning in a world that often feels overwhelming. Tonight, when the stars come out, take a moment to look up. Remember, somewhere out there, the Little Prince is watching, and he's probably judging you for forgetting to enjoy your life. If this video spoke to you, hit that like button, because unlike the stars, I can see it. And don't forget to subscribe, or I'll send the fox after you. Trust me, he's persistent. See you soon on Hero's Journeys, wishing you a beautiful day or a wonderful night, wherever the stars may find you.